Okay everyone, it's finally here. I've been waiting so long for this moment, honestly, and I've literally waited all day for this moment, but finally have it. Probably already know what it is, but let's just get to opening it. This is obviously the first look as well. Okay, so I have ONYX STORM in my hands. I've been waiting pretty much a whole year for this moment. I have been waiting for this moment. I'm like so excited to finally start this. I'm obviously going to go and do that now because I've been waiting all day for this book to arrive, and I'm so excited. I'm scared because there's like people are saying like, you know, so, like this certain thing could happen. And obviously I don't want that to happen, but I'm gonna go and start this now. Ooh, I was walking blind out there on the grind, but I would spend my whole life just to see you shine, just to make you mine. Like a beacon, shining spotlight on my life, just to make you mine, oh, oh. I'ma put it on the line, girl, just to see it shine. So I have started ONYX STORM. I'm only 5 pages in and already this is crazy. It kind of starts off right from where Iron Flame ends, so it just jumps right into the story, which is what I like, because at the beginning of Iron Flame it takes a very long time to get into the actual story. So with Iron Flame, the last 100 pages, that's when everything started to happen, and so ONYX STORM is kind of like continuing from that, which is what I like, because there's no like building anything up like from continuing or anything. That didn't make sense, but I think you get what I mean. But anyway, I'm only 5 pages in and already it is crazy, because I love the way Violet was like, Zeta is my heart, my soul, and my everything, because obviously she's having to, without saying too much, she's having to kind of help him with the situation, save him from the situation, and that is all I'm going to say. I'm going to try and keep this as non-spoilery as possible, because I know that some people haven't been able to like read it yet or whatever, and I'm hoping to get this up very soon. I'm hoping to read this all today, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I am already loving it, because like I said, it's just jumping straight into the storyline. So I'm going to continue reading and we'll see where this goes. Ooh, I was walking blind. Okay, so I am now on page 21, so it hasn't been much longer since I updated last, but I just had to read this out because I don't know why, but I found it funny, and I think it's because I'm listening to the audiobook as I'm reading along with the book, just to help myself get a little bit of a head start. The way that the narrator read it, I don't know why, I just found it really funny. I don't know how to explain it without spoiling it. There was like a fight that was going on. That's all. I suppose this is actually a little bit of spoilers, but anyway. And I think you pronounce it as Rydok said, you know, that whole slay them in the darkness thing was badass. He lifts his finger, but I totally had him. You didn't. Zayden strokes his thumb over mine. Garrick's shoulders shakes it with a quiet laugh as we descend the final flight of steps to the main entrance. I was about to have him. You weren't. How could you possibly know that? Because you were on one side of the room, but your blade was on the other. A problem I was in the middle of solving. I don't know why I found that so funny, but I just did. It's always like so casual. I just had to share that with you. I don't know why I found that so funny and, you know, interesting. Yeah, I am already loving this. I'm only 21 pages in, but I just feel like already so much has happened. And like I said in the last clip, we are literally just jumping straight on into from the last book, which is what I'm loving about it so far, is that there's no like, it's just jumped straight on into it, and that's what I love, especially because Iron Flame was so slow. Yeah, I am loving it, so I'm going to go and continue reading now. Ooh,
I was walking blind out there on the grind.
So I am on chapter 5 and I'm still finding it really interesting. There is still a lot happening and I feel like it hasn't really slowed down, which I'm liking. I love an action-packed fantasy where there's quite a lot happening. To be fair, I would say it's, now that I've said that, I would say it's slowed down a little bit just because not really much is happening. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Not in like a bad way. Let's just say we've already had like an action-packed scene, which is good considering I'm not far into the book. And now it's like slowed down a little bit while they prepare themselves. And I just feel like something's going to be happening soon. I've just got that feeling. So I am hoping it will happen soon. I'm loving it so far and I haven't got bored once. I am going to continue reading and we'll see what happens.
Ooh, I was walking blind out there on the grind.
This is a very bad angle, but I just wanted to do an update. So I am currently 128 pages into ONYX Storm, which is chapter 15, and I haven't updated in a few days, but that's because I am trying to make this last for as long as possible, but I am hoping to finish it. So I did read a bit last night and then I got distracted by TikTok, but I'm going to try and read a majority of it today, if not at least finish it. So that is the goal. So far I am actually really enjoying it. I am loving some of like what's happening in the story. I am liking some of the quotes. It's just a fun time so far, that, and obviously I'm trying to keep this as spoiler free as possible. There was a quote that I actually saw. Oh, here. So Xaden and Violet are talking and Xaden couldn't find Violet during something. And Xaden went, "I wasn't just angry, Violet, I was terrified. The tortured look on his face makes me swallow." And I lean forward to grasp the edge of the table. "It's the same choice you would have made, the choice we did make, and I'm all right." I know that his voice rises. But this is the bit that I was like, oh my gosh. When he says, "But the thought of you being out there beyond the wards, facing down a known attack of venom, triggered something in me I've never felt before. It was hotter than rage and sharper than fear. I cut deeper than helplessness, all because I couldn't get to you." Like, are you kidding me? I would have killed anything and anyone in that moment to reach you. No exceptions. I would have channeled every ounce of power beneath my feet without hesitation if it would have landed me at your side. If I'd been there beyond the wards, I would have drained the very earth to its core to keep you safe. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I can get over that. My favourite thing so far. Like, yeah, so far. Because that just proves how much Xaden actually cares for Violet. Just that. One of my favourite quotes. I love it. I love it. And then there was during another scene, and I don't know why, it made me chuckle a bit. So this book is like, I'm enjoying it. It's making me chuckle. It's making me feel all of the feels, which I like. But Xaden says, "Do you have a plan, Violet?" "I'm assuming so." And then Violet asks, "Did you sign the accord for the right to stay?" And then Xaden goes, "The impact against dark wilders. I wouldn't be sitting here if I hadn't." And then Violet goes, "Then I have a perfect plan." It doesn't make sense when you don't understand the whole plot of like the actual thing on like the page I'm reading from. You have to understand what scene it is and like why they're talking about this. That moment just made me chuckle a little. Like I said, it probably did. You're probably thinking, "Shauna, why did you chuckle at that?" But honestly, like I said, you won't understand unless you know the scene, and I'm trying to do it without spoilers, but I'm gonna be honest, it's hard. It's very hard. I was thinking of doing a spoiler section, but we'll see how I get on with the spoiler free bit first. But anyway, I currently have dinner, so I'm going to carry on reading ONYX Storm, and I'm going to eat my pizza, and honestly, it just seems like it's the perfect night. Pizza and ONYX Storm. So I thought I'd do a quick update. I'm 43% into ONYX Storm. I am still really enjoying this. I have decided that today's going to be the day that I try and finish it, just because I have been putting it off for so long, so I do need to read it. I have been reading for about an hour or so now, or maybe a little bit more actually, and yeah, I'm still loving it. I am always intrigued, like it's always like what's gonna happen next, and it leaves you with that type of feeling, so I am loving it. I just wanted to do that update. I don't really know what else to say much, so I might end up coming back near the end because I do want to film my reaction to the ending for this, because I've seen everyone's reactions and they always have a really good reaction, whether they cry or they're shocked or whatever. So I'm intrigued, and that is why I need to get to the end of this book. I need to finish it because I'm starting to get FOMO because of everyone's reactions. That is my little update for now.
Ooh, I was walking blind out there on the grind, but I would spend my whole life just to see you shine, just to make you mine, mine, mine. Oh, I would put it on the line, girl, just to see you shine. I've been losing my mind. I was chasing dreams, lost in time, couldn't hear the warning signs. You were like a beacon, shining spotlight on my life, just to make you mine, mine, oh, oh.
So I finally finished ONYX Storm. I'm so happy that I finally finished this because it took me over 2 weeks to read it, which, I mean, I did kind of do it on purpose because I wanted it to last. I didn't want it to end. But then there's a part of me that's like, okay, I'm glad that it's over because it was just there for me to finish constantly. But I have been sitting on my thoughts about this book because I didn't know what to rate it. I didn't really know what to think of it. And I think it's because one of the things was because I dragged it out for so long, I just didn't know what to think of it anymore. But I finished it a few hours ago and I've been sitting on my thoughts, and I think I'm going to rate it a 4.5 stars because it's not quite a 5-star, as it didn't give me that Fourth Wing feeling. I don't think anything could beat Fourth Wing, but it was still really good. I enjoyed it. I obviously love the characters and I love the world building and the fights and the tension, and I just love everything about this world and this series in general. With this one, I would say the only negative part about it is there was new characters in this book that I was like, who are they? Where did they come from? And I did do a reread of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, but I don't know what happened. Some parts of the world I was still forgetting, and I was a little bit confused at times, and I don't know if that was just me, and maybe because I was dragging it out, it made me forget some important information at times. Obviously I reread Fourth Wing and Iron Flame in January before this even came out, so I don't know what was happening, but I think maybe that was probably a little bit of a me problem. But like I said, there was new characters where I was like, who are they? Where have they come from? Some of the characters that have been in this series for a while I was still getting confused with, and I was like, I don't know what's going on half of the time. But either way, I still really enjoyed this. Like I said, loved the characters, loved the tension, loved the fighting. Is that what you call it? War? I don't know. But also there was so many shocking points in this book. And can we talk about the ending? Because obviously that was the last clip that you just seen. I was shocked. I wasn't expecting that. I've seen some people cry. I was too shocked to cry. That is how I'm going to say it. I was too shocked to cry because I wasn't expecting it. Obviously it's kind of like a little plot twist. I am still thinking about the ending. I did sit there and stare at a wall for 5 minutes afterwards, but we won't talk about that. So that is the end of the ONYX Storm reading vlog. Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and leave this emoji if you're watching to the end, and I hope to see you all in my next one. Bye.